Once processes are created, there are several places in the system to trigger the process. You may decide to trigger the process directly from the DMC by selecting the contact by placing a check mark in the first column here, and then clicking the Activate a Process button. Next, you would select which process you'd like to activate and click OK. Another way you could trigger a process is directly from the contact screen. From the contact screen, navigate to the Activities tab, and you'll notice an Activate a Process button here, which would allow you to select and then trigger your process. You can also activate a process by contact type. So here you'll see that Frederick Thompson is a prospect. He's an active prospect. And when I change his contact type, I have this set up so that via my contact types, new processes are triggered. So when he becomes an active regular account and I click the save icon, you'll see that I have this automatically set up in the system that the new customer process has been triggered. Now watch what happens to the Activities tab. You'll see here that the 4-step process that I've created in the previous video is now showing up here under Activities. So all of these activities will be assigned to whoever's logged in. You can double click them to view the activities if you'd like to see the details of that. And all of the dates are automatically assigned based on how many days out you have each activity starting from the day of trigger. Another place to trigger activities would be when an activity is completed. So in your activity types, when you're setting those up, you can decide which activities you'd like to have triggered based on when an activity type is completed. So here I have an on-site repair at the customer's house. I have this set up so that whenever an on-site service repair is done and that activity is completed by placing a check here, when I click save, you'll notice that the on-site follow-up process has already been triggered. When you click OK and look under the All Activities tab, you'll notice that a call is already initiated within the system, and it had the manager call the customer to see how the on-site service repair went. This is just an example of how you can use processes based on completed activities. The other two places in the system that you'll see processes being used on the sales opportunities. When you look under the Activities tab, you can activate a process from this screen, and also on the projects. If you want to take a look at the project screen, you can also look on the Activities tab, and you can see that you can activate a process from this screen as well. So how can you get your contact types to automatically trigger a process, or your activity types to automatically trigger a process? That will be maintained under the Maintain Lookup Values section on the Setup tab. You can go to Contact Types to edit the processes associated with each contact type. So when I open this screen, this field right here is what you're going to be editing to have the processes automatically trigger. So let's look at active regular accounts, and you'll see that when a contact type of active regular account is assigned, the new customer process automatically triggers. Likewise, you can see under activity types, this is the same field that would need to be completed. So for my recent example where I had the service on-site repair, you can see that the on-site follow-up process is the one that's triggered when this is completed.